Guten Tag, mes amis, wie geht's? C'est moi, Dieter. Ich bin Dieter. I do requests, so this video is kind of a request, and I think it's a good idea from my friend, I think in Pennsylvania, Scrambler Dudes. So, about the difficulties and the challenges in transitioning from an acoustic guitar to an electric guitar and vice versa. Now, I strongly recommend, if you're starting out, get a nylon string guitar with a 2-inch wide nut. Because if you start with an electric guitar, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And I don't care if electric guitarists disagree with me, I disagree with them. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Best thing to learn on for any beginner starting the guitar is a nylon string, a grand concert size, it's called, classical guitar. Now, if you started on a steel string guitar, that's okay. You know, not the best, but if you have a steel string guitar, sometimes they're 1 3/4 inches at the nut, and sometimes they're 1 11/16. Now, if you want to make the transition to the electric guitar, I suggest you get either a parlor guitar with a 1 11/16 inch if you can. 1 3/4 will work, or you have a standard guitar like this Dreadnought here with a 1 11/16. Now, I suggest that you get a pickup in your acoustic guitar, because the main difference when you switch from acoustic, let's say you've learned on acoustic first, now you want to switch to electric. Well, you know, you're attacking your acoustic more, right? Especially if you don't have it plugged in, right? So get a pickup for it, and then you can practice. And what this will get you to do, because the pickup is doing a lot of the volume for you, you don't have to strum as hard, okay? So then I suggest, you know, you just practice your chord changes and simple scales. On all 6 strings, okay? So when you've got comfortable with that on your steel string guitar, then you pick up your electric guitar. Still haven't named this for me, people. And you do the same things. You do your scales. And the same kind of chord shapes. And the thing you usually notice is on an electric guitar, if it's set up properly, you usually have lighter gauge strings, and they'll be closer to the frets, so you don't need as much pressure to push them down. So that's the thing that you have to get used to, and that's why I don't recommend you learn on an electric guitar, because you'll never get used to the finger strength you need to properly fret a steel string acoustic guitar or a nylon string classical guitar. So that'll be the first introductory lesson. And the thing is to what I do, because I play all styles. I play bass and I play classical stuff, and I play electric stuff, and a steel string is mix it up. Don't get stuck in, like, you know, dedicate, if you're retired or if you have time. I would do this. If I had a week and I had an hour to do each day, I'd do maybe 3 days on the acoustic or nylon string, and then 3 days on the steel string or the electric, take a day off. And then if I like me, you're retired and you have a couple hours you can do, we'll do 2 hours one day on your steel string, and then two hours the next day on your electric. And you'll find in a relatively short time, right? You'll be able to make that adjustment because, you know, the notes are the same. It's just the feel, basically more in your left hand will be just requires a different touch, and in your right hand, when you have an electric guitar, you don't have to attack it as much. But I think it's important if you want to make the switch and be comfortable with it, that the most important thing you can do is if you can get a parlor-sized guitar, because that's more like the size of an actual electric guitar. Get a pickup in it, and hopefully it has 1 11/16. It's 1 11/16 inches wide at the nut. 1 3/4 is fine because most electric guitars are 1 11/16. So that's Dieter's advice on transitioning between guitars. And like I say, if you're starting out, please, 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 please get a nylon string guitar. It just they're nice, man. They're nice to have. I highly recommend that, and learn how to read music. So haben Sie einen guten Tag und guten Abend. Wiedersehen. Ciao for now.